Hello and welcome to another episode of Photography Out Loud. My name is Paul Davis and as always I'm with Joel Longbone. Thank you very much for joining us today. Yes, different times. We're standing up.
Yeah. my watch will be telling me I've done well today because I'll be standing up more.
Yeah. So is this going to be a regular thing where we stand
I
up?
think we should just mix it up.
Yeah.
Keep life exciting by not knowing whether we're going to stand up or sit down or kneel down or squat. I don't know.
So well, there we go. lots of things. Please let us know that you're joining in live. It's always lovely to see your comments coming through.
Comments, so if I go down,
you're gonna have to be kneeling down, to see what's going on.
Back on.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yes, and you have to be streaming live. Viewing live on Facebook to see that comment. So thank you very much for that, David. Yeah. Yes, it's been an interesting week.
Yeah, you've not been in.
I know it's been great. So yes, I've had a couple of days off, so I have no idea.
Couple?
Week.
You not count. You've definitely been away for more than a couple of days.
Yeah, and it's brilliant coming back to the show, to come back and see everyone that's
came back off holiday just for you guys, not to see me.
It's because I love being here.
He'll be here for like an hour or two, and then he'll be back on
I'll be gone
again.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So there's been some changes while I've been off.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Welsh government announced something.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was quite a odd one, wasn't it? Yeah. So picking up on that.
Yeah.
Because we're in Wales, will not be open to the public from 6 p.m. tonight until I can't remember what the date is.
It's
two and a bit weeks, isn't it? Like
just over 2 weeks.
Weekends or something. So we'll be back open unless they extend it again and the fires spread a little bit further. And the fire break will.
I
don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
the fire hasn't spread.
They have said that they won't be extending it. So, but we'll have to see, won't we? So, the shop's not going to be open.
No, but we will still be coming in.
Yeah.
So we've got the lab running, we've got all the online running, and in actual fact, we're going to be scurrying around like very busy bees, changing the whole shop.
I wasn't aware of this.
Not that drastic. No, we're putting a new system in place for our stock to make it easier, better, faster. So we'll be able to have better control over our stock. So it'll make all of your lives much easier and better, especially when you're ordering stock from us, and also you'll be able to order more stuff because we'll be stocking more things.
That's brilliant.
Time as well, and also it'll help us take into account all sorts of different things, which will help us in the future.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that. So we'll still be on the phones, emails, instant messenger, Facebook, messenger on the website, smoke signals.
Yeah, any of those. Yeah.
And then the lab will still be open. So obviously send in your prints. We're still converting VHS to DVD, USB, or the cloud. We can also still send off for repairs. So if you've got any repairs, you can drop them off at the door, just make an appointment, and we can sort that out for you. If you need to pick up any products or anything like that, then you can make an appointment with us, and we can do our socially distanced.
Yeah.
So, and we will definitely still be here. So if you want to order anything, you've got any questions, then please just contact us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And if you're unsure about anything, like Joel said, you can just give us a message. Let us know what you were interested in. So whether it be printing or, like Joel said, if you're needing something repaired or anything, we have got the services. Like you subscribe me. I haven't been training my English.
This week.
It's brilliant.
Likey, sherry.
I love how it's catching on. So we have prepared for this. So there are options on the website to make a booking if you needed to come to the door. And obviously with things like the printing and stuff, we can deliver to you as well. So you can send in your images digitally to us, and then we can print them and get them out in the post to you as well. So so all of those lovely things. And if you're unsure, just give us a call.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, somebody, Lee, has said you did the Peter Kay thing and looked at your watch, or I looked at my watch.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, my watch does actually have a calendar on it, so I can actually see how the days have been going.
Yeah, that's
But I see your point.
smart technology. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd have been funnier
It's
if
the problem with the user, isn't it?
if I would have done it though. That would have been a bit different. Yeah,
How many
about 2
freckles
weeks.
ago?
yeah,
One
yeah,
hair
about
past the freckle.
yeah. We'll be back. We'll be opening back up in 3 freckles time.
Yeah. Or do you get wrinkles on your skin, and then when you're less stressed at work, they go away?
Oh, there we go. Yes, so there's a quick update from everything that we're doing here. Today, we wanted, as requested, so we do take requests on this show. So
Not like DJs, though.
yeah.
Especially if you saw the way we danced earlier.
Yeah, no, we're not. Oh, by the way, we danced to the intro off camera before it starts, just so
Yeah, that's the
you know.
standing up thing.
Well, for you,
Yeah.
I
You
normally
dance
yeah,
all
I
the
normally
time.
dance
Yeah,
all the
sure,
time.
odd,
So,
very odd.
but yes, today we're going to be talking a little bit about camera bags. Now, we've done something on camera bags before, but that
It's
was
not a rerun or a repeat.
no.
Or a repeat.
It is different bags that we're doing. So last time we did more of the adventurer, outdoorer.
You should have said outdoorsy. Because that kind of goes
Outdoorsy.
with your likey.
Yeah,
Outdoory.
I haven't spoken to anyone for a week, so my English has
the
gone
mountain
way down. But yeah, so we're going to be talking a little bit more about the sort of bags that you'd use for a single camera or a very small camera,
Yep.
and possibly something that you'd use if you were doing, well, when we're allowed to walk around the streets.
Yeah. Well, you are allowed to walk around on the street if it's for exercise.
Yep,
You
yep. We
can't
could be
drive somewhere.
exercising with your camera in a nice bag,
Bench
and
pressing your
also
camera.
taking some pictures as well. Yeah,
Some of those long lenses.
It's weightlifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's going down as. So yeah, should we have a quick?
start biggest or smallest first?
I think we should start with maybe some of the small ones and work their way
So
up.
ones that are ideal for bridge cameras,
I think bridge cameras,
DSLR or mirrorless, or
sort of
just kit.
prosumer compact cameras as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, and also mirrorless as well, because some of the mirrorless ones,
Like
they
the 6000 series.
yeah 6,000
XT30,
yeah.
XT20.
things like that. Also, you got the Olympus.
Yeah.
The Olympus with the
10
pancake
range.
lenses
Yeah.
would fit into something like these small bags here.
Now, personally, I like the crumpler. I've had a few crumpler bags over my time.
Do you want to swap?
Yeah, I feel like I'm no. Our rep for Low Pro is going to be like, why did you not like our bag?
Well, I
like the
do.
Low Pro.
So it's okay.
All right. No, these are great. I like the fact that the material on these is like chicken tex, they call it.
Yeah.
It's like water proof. Obviously the zips aren't, but it's just nice knowing that even if it starts raining, you don't have to get one of those rain covers out. And there's plenty of space in it, and they always give you dividers so you can kind of Velcro it in the way you like. And
So if you had a small camera,
SD card,
you could divide that bag up and then maybe put something else in there. So charger, yeah,
batteries.
it's a good way. Or possibly even like a little wallet or purse that you can possibly have.
Small can of
Oh, there you
Coke.
go. Yeah, it's like you prepared that. And it's very similar with Low Pro as well. So what you're finding with the Low Pro series, obviously, they're very outdoors orientated
They are.
with
They make good stuff.
with their sort of sister brand being there as well. So obviously weather resistant, and you'd be able to fit in both of these a small mirrorless, high performance compact camera, and some of the bridge cameras as well. So something like this, reasonably priced.
Yeah.
You can buy very cheap bags on the market. These aren't the cheapest, but it's sort of, once again, looking into that sort of buy cheap, buy twice sort of scenario.
Well,
isn't
also,
it?
if you're spending a few £100 on the camera, you don't want to put it in a bag that's
So it's little things like the rings on these are very secure.
Yeah.
Nothing's actually going to go anywhere. Zips are going to work
padding.
for you. Yeah. So small, neat bags. So this is the Low Pro Toho C
Toho or
S.
Tahoe.
Tahoe.
I thought you said Toho.
Tahoe.
It's a lake. Tahoe.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, learning every day.
Chevy make a car called the Chevy Tahoe.
Nice.
Big beastie.
This is the version 80. So it's nice, small, compact. And then Joel's got
I've got
the
the Crumpler. What do they call this one? The Light Delight pouch.
nice.
300.
Yeah.
Because they come up with really daft names or exciting names.
Yeah.
depending on your look.
That's why I was quite happy to hand over the Crumpler just in case
They
it
come
had
out with weird words.
an odd name to it.
But they changed the numbers, so like the 200 is smaller than the 300, the 400 is bigger than that. So
Yeah.
it's quite easy to figure out whether it's bigger or smaller than the ones you've got.
So moving up from the smaller bags, the next sort of range up, we would say, well, I mean, we would define these as probably holster bags, I would
feel
say.
like we should have put them on and
Yeah.
had like cowboy hat, cowboy boots, and kind of a gun holster.
Yeah. And I think that's where it comes from as well,
Yeah,
because the way that these are designed,
Tempted to pop this right now.
ooh. The way that these are designed is that they actually go in sort of lens down. So
It's
these would
easier to
be
grab, isn't it? You just-
exactly, yeah. So these would be brilliant for cameras with
an
interchangeable lenses.
exceptionally large lens.
Yeah, or as Joel's got there, so if you had something like a DSLR with a 75 to 300, that would fit in there perfectly.
Like a 70.
If you're 70 to 200, f4, f2.8 would fit into there. If you've got something like a DSLR with a kit lens, then something like this particular low pro bag, but once again, there's loads in the range, would fit very nicely. So the idea
What I
of
do like
these,
about these is the big pulls when
Yes.
you've got gloves on.
yeah, and rounded edges as well. So you'll find this on most bags now as well. So you won't find that sort of edges are squared off, because when you're zipping them, you want to move in a nice fluid sort of motion. So on most bags, you'll find they have this sort of circular corner to them, so you're able to unzip your bag nice and easily. And nice thing with these, like Joel said, they go face down, and you're able to grab them really quick and really easily. Ideal for a camera and a single lens.
And yours will have it as well, but it has a belt loop, which is
Yes.
very useful. Hence the holster idea. So that's quite useful, especially if you want your hands free when you're wandering around, that you don't want a bag swinging around. But equally, they all have straps normally for over your shoulder. I quite like the Vanguard interiors because they're nice and bright. So if you lose a memory card in the bottom, you can see it quite easily because there's little pockets there. So
That's one thing they
it's
do
got a
well
rain
on.
cover as well that you can pull out. And
Yeah.
wrap around.
And same with the Low Pro. It's like we're bagging off here, isn't it? It's just like, well, mine does this, and yeah.
My bag does this.
So what you'll find is it's very similar with the Low Pro as well. There's an all-weather cover, and I think going forward as well, a lot of them have these all-weather covers to them as well. I mean, these are all bags that we do. We tend to be a little bit more premium with our bags, I would say, but it's mainly because it's equipment that we love, and that we sort of approve of.
And also, yeah, definitely. And also, you buy a nice camera for several £100s that you've worked hard to earn your money for. You don't want to put it in a bag that's going to fall apart and potentially break your camera. It's like buying a Ferrari and putting 25 quid tires on it. It's not ideal, is it? It's not a great use of your money. So from the holster, but still kind of moving into the range where you can still use it for one camera and one lens, but moving into maybe you want to carry a couple of lenses because you're out for the day, or you want to carry a flash gun because you're doing a bit of portraits, you're outside, or you're doing like macro or something where you might want to carry a macro flash. So you can move up to bags like these. This one's obviously great for things like the EM10, EM5 range, with like they do the twin lens kit for the EM10 III, don't they? Which is great. I saw one of these the other day, and just being able to fit in camera and a lens, and you're kind of from like 20 something mil up to 300 or 400 mil with depending on what lenses you've got. So it's just really easy to carry.
It's crazy that you can have a double lens kit in something that small as well.
Exactly, and it's got the pockets and stuff, which is quite a normal thing to have on them. But I like the fact that these bags don't really look like camera bags.
Yes.
So much as, you know, perhaps one of these looks a bit more camera baggish because it's quite an aesthetic for camera bags. But wandering around town, not quite. It's quite good for street where you don't want to be quite as standoutish as like you're walking up a mountain. It doesn't really matter what your gear looks like. But yeah, I quite like those, and that's why we got them in, wasn't it?
Yeah,
be a bit less camera baggy.
Now we've done these for a very long time.
Yep.
The whole range.
Goodie.
Yeah.
An oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, and it works very, very well. And I think one of the main reasons that it does very, very well is that it's not a very deep bag. So actually for a mirrorless range, as it were, you're able to, you're not putting things in underneath your gear. So what you might find with a longer bag, so a deeper bag, is that especially with the mirrorless systems that are available now, you'll tend to sort of put lenses underneath other lenses, where with these, they're nice and shallow. So you're able to have all your kit available.
Easier to grab as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, you got two benefits, haven't you? You're not stacking gear, and also you can see all of like 2 or 3 lenses in a bag that long.
Yeah.
And even with pancake lens as well, like that's 4 lenses in one bag. That's really, well, it's about the same size as your laptop in terms of width, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's really usable size.
And with this particular bag,
Think Tank have got a lot of
they do a lot.
features,
They do a lot of thinking.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a clever bag.
Yeah, it's a clever
So
bag.
you'd be clever to buy one.
Well done. So you're able to zip the whole bag up. But one of the nice features that I personally like about this bag is that when you're shooting, but you still, it might be spitting a little bit, might be raining, you might want to close your bag. So what you can do is you can use the magnets that are on the front. And what that's just going to do is going to keep the bag closed, but make it very easily to open up again. I wouldn't probably recommend holding it upside down and shaking it with the magnets on there. But what it's doing is it's just making sure that your gear is covered and that you're able very quick and easily.
The other thing I like about the Think Tank, obviously the features are great. The amount of space you've got.
Yes.
And you've got metal features, which I really like.
Metal D-rings.
So it means that, the clips are metal as well. So you know they're nice and solid, which I think inspires confidence when you're putting quite a lot of gear in there.
Yeah, no, it
weight and cost
definitely helps, doesn't it? And once again, it's getting a bit on the big side, but it's still got the belt loop on there. I think you could probably just get that maybe onto a belt system rather than an actual normal belt.
They do, don't they?
Yeah. So it would be compatible with like the Think Tank belt system. So if you felt like you wanted to, array yourself with, a holster on one side and then this is a lens changer on the other, then that's a potential option for you.
Somebody goes to TPS.
Yeah.
All the gear. This one is one of my personal favorite bags, like out of any bag that we stock, because what definitely doesn't look like a camera bag. It's got that kind of man bag, bit cringe, but that kind of bag that could quite easily have like your fishing gear in it, or you're just going to work, you're just keeping your lunch in it, or just one of those bags that doesn't look like a camera bag, so you can wander around the street and look really inconspicuous. Feels nice and solid. It feels like really thick and well made. I like the fact also that they've done something clever again. Think Tank. You can cover up the Velcro. So like you were saying with that one being magnetic, this one will flop down. Yeah. And then when you lift it up, there's no sound, which is really clever. I like the interior of this. It's quite good as well. But this one also has a little bit of Velcro. So you can have that zipped up and then that'll just flop down, or it'll grab it and pull it up again.
And you'd use that for like extra security.
Nice and
sort of busy areas.
And it's like really thick. It feels like a belt, doesn't it? Like a really good quality belt.
I like how you could potentially have, and there's lots of pockets inside.
And the keyring holder.
You've talked about those before.
Holder. They're just so good.
But you could almost have that as a normal bag, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So you could hold other stuff inside, and then once again just drop a single camera and lens into there.
Well, it must be like, because you use your messenger bag, don't you?
All the time.
Work, and then also you can put your gear in it. Or you can do both. You can carry a bit of gear and your work stuff, and just doesn't look like you're carrying any camera gear. So it's great if you're going out on a night out, or going to see friends after work straight away. This one has a rain cover as well. I think, to be fair, it's probably one of my favorite bags. Just looks really good, and also David Yeoman will call me a bag tart at this point, but you can have vintage gear in it, and it kind of matches.
Yeah,
whereas you could carry a medium format or a nice 35mm in this. What's he saying? That's very true, David. Yeah, as always, full of wisdom. I wonder if you'll make a comment about.
I'll drop that into the.
But if you had a 35mm, which I know David does, he was showing a Fuji one online the other day. It looks like it could come from that era where, like a nice canvas. This could be a 30, 40-year-old bag.
Yeah.
Which is obviously in style. But yeah, I like the fact that it doesn't look like a camera bag, and
but then
kind of would suit your.
It's taking advantage of like new technology as well, with
definitely.
like the brand new zips and stuff like
I
that.
guess it's a bit like a Fuji camera, isn't it? It looks old.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of really clever.
A Fuji camera in there would look very nice.
There we go.
Very,
If
very
you got
nice
a Fuji
indeed.
camera, get one of those.
There we go.
It's the retrospective, isn't it? I think
it is retrospective. Once again, I think that's one of the smallest. I think that's,
and that's the V2.
It's the V2. Yeah.
so
So version 2 is available. So there might still be. I think the version 1 was still a very good bag though as well.
Yeah.
And I think one of the main features that they put in the V2 was that inside zip and some of the interior. So like how you said it was so nice inside. I think that was one of the upgrades that they had. But it's not the only sort of over-the-shoulder bag. So you've got things that go a little bit bigger, like
the Skyline by Timber, and that's the same as
it's the same range as what we saw in there.
one. So, and they come in these 2 different colors. Hence, we picked these ones. So if you're into different colors, then that's a good one. Now, the great thing about most camera manufacturers at the moment is that they're producing one bag in several sizes. So if you like the look of one and you pop into our shop and you're like, oh, it's a bit too big or a bit too small, just ask us if we don't mention it, because we pretty much have every other bag size. Like, we have a lot of stock in our shop, so we don't always
but not necessarily on display.
I still think we should have hanging racks from the ceiling, so we could just
well, there we go.
Bags.
Got 2 weeks.
Yeah,
off we go.
So
and from there as well, bags can develop as well. So did you want to jump in on some comments?
Oh yeah. So quickly, Coed on YouTube. There we go. Says the bags have options to make them secure. Let's say from thieves, which have happened to me in the past. So that retrospective, like you were saying, has the great feature of that extra zip in, so it's a bit more difficult for a pickpocket to get through it.
Yeah.
Also, if you leave it on the loud mode with the Velcro, then it's quite difficult for you not to notice.
Yeah.
When we move down to some of these bigger bags, especially by Peak Design, they've got the anti-theft tags on the zips, and I personally have an everyday bag. We'll come on to it, but I went to Barcelona around Sagrada Familia, and I had my gear in there, and I had all of the zips in it, and I could feel like people tugging on my bag, and knowing that my stuff was safe was very like reassuring. So yes, a lot, not a lot necessarily, but quite a few bags are starting to add more of those features, or especially ones with back access only. It's very difficult for them to get into your gear,
and potentially like fake openers, fake fronts and things like that. So so some of them are sort of that way.
And quickly, you get just a kind of combination of the holster with like the traditional clip, but also the width of kind of more the shoulder bags. And also, you want to just show this, it's got the pixel camo. So if you're into that aesthetic of camo, or you just like the more green, earthy colors, then Lowepro do a great range of that kind of pixel camo.
I'll give you that one because
this one's a great bag, the Sling.
Yeah.
They just brought not just, they've been out probably like 9 months now, but they're a combination of like the over shoulder bag, like the ones we've just shown you, and the messenger style.
Yes.
Where a messenger style will quite often, because they come from where people are riding around on bikes with messenger bags on, but they can hug your back really tightly and quite high up. So if you are walking or running, or you're on a bike, then it will stay secure on your back, which is much more comfortable. But the thing I love about Peak bags, and David Yeoman will be telling me I'm a bag tart, but the rotating hinges on them make a big difference. Like I love it on my rucksack because it forms around your shoulders if you've got a few layers on, like a coat or a jumper, or if you're just wearing a t-shirt, like it forms around your shoulder, which is really comfortable. But even this one, when you're like slinging it over your shoulder and it just moves more easily, like it doesn't feel like the bag is tugging in any direction. It's just bending nice. And
So the
easy.
strap on this one can go on the shoulder,
Yep.
but then it can also be pushed onto the back as well.
And then also it'll go around your waist because you can get it really, really tight. So if you wanted it here, or you knew you were going to be using it like this, then you can tighten it around and be able to access your gear like that. So you can see that. And then these ones, we've kind of done this years ago probably on a video, but these ones have the origami style inserts.
Yeah.
So you can fold them around to give the shelving. So if you do need to stack some gear, or you've got like a Pro Cube underneath and you want to put a lens on top, then both are protected, which is really, really useful. Again, with most of these size bags, you're getting at least a tablet holder, like the Retrospective, or you're getting a laptop and a tablet holder, which is really useful if you're like David Yeoman was saying, if you're using it for all your everyday gear, then you can fit your work computer in there.
And this still fits into that sort of everyday lifestyle as well,
Definitely.
doesn't it?
They call it the everyday sling, and they've got the loops as well, so you can put like a small tripod on it, and you can also put memory cards, batteries, store pens, and things like that in it. But it looks sleek as well. Like it doesn't look like it's
very compact on your back if it was on your back,
and it doesn't take up much space. You got the grab handle, and all of this fabric is weather resistant, well, waterproof this bit, and then these are weather resistance zips. So they're, to be fair, like you'd have to take quite a lot of water to be getting through that. And then the front pocket just gives you that extra space, like for a water bottle, your sandwiches, butties, whatever you want to call them. I think, I don't know, you're probably going to hear this over however long we talk out loud, but Peak design bags, I just think, are some of the best design bags on the market.
They work very, very well.
They cost a lot of money, relatively speaking, but they do
work
such a good job for sure.
And something a little bit different that Peak Design do as well.
A yoga mat on that.
Which is a tote. Yeah. So the tote bags are generally designed so you can hold them just down by the side of you, or they just sort of sling over the shoulder. Thank you very much. And once again, very, 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 very nicely designed. So the idea of this is ease of use on getting your gear. So there's literally just magnets that are attached onto the front there. So if I just let this go, that's sealed now. So the nice thing is easy access with this bag. So it just lifts open, and then it sort of stays sort of open-ish, doesn't it? Yeah.
So you can still grab stuff.
You certainly can, and it's using that what do you call it? Diamonds? Origami. Yeah.
I think.
The origami. That's a struggling word for me there. So you're able to get in there. But once again, looking inside of this bag, it's very much designed for more of a bag that you'd use on an everyday basis.
So they talk about using it for shopping and stuff.
Yeah.
Which also, and they've got these hoop loops here, so you can like attach like another bag there or something small, like they talk about a yoga mat in the videos. And then there's another one at the top, so you can just hook that around. So even if you've got like a baguette,
you can have it hanging out,
or like whatever, you can cram a lot of stuff in there, which is really handy.
But it's very much for having camera gear as well as like your shopping.
And that feature, being able to zip down the side. So if you put a long lens in there, it's quite useful, or a water bottle. It just means you can easily access the side of the bag. It's got like a magnet and stuff as well. So.
Or potentially just have maybe a small mirrorless system on the sides there, and then rest of your shopping gear in the front.
And that's what I like about the Everyday series, especially the tote and the backpack from Peak, is they're very flexible to the needs that you have. But also being able to make this one into the rucksack makes life really easy.
So though it's a multi-design, so what you're able to do is I won't demonstrate it because we've tangled ourselves up too much on this show before, haven't we? But essentially you can see where you can actually convert this into a rucksack,
which is really handy, especially like if you've gone shopping and you've got your camera with you as well, and it's getting a bit heavy, and you can just pop it on your back, which makes life a lot easier. So,
talking about rucksacks.
Ooh, good segue. You're getting good at this.
I try.
Better than me. I'm rubbish at those bits. So we want to. Wow, that is really bright.
What are you talking about?
So bright. Look how bright the bag is showing it.
Oh
It's
wow,
good.
yeah. I don't know how that's showing on.
That is popping.
Yeah,
But this one from Lowpro, it has been quite a popular one because of it being red. Like you don't often get a camera bag
Being
this
red.
bright.
it's a very very sensible price,
Yes.
which I think is it's the first thing to mention with this one. But it's also got loads of features that you can have it. So it's once again designed for that more everyday sort of use. You can very quickly get into it. I'll hold it up, Joel, because nobody can see down there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So once again, with this one, it's holding more gear again, but something that is very, very slim against your back. So unlike the sort of the adventurer bags that we did, you see that these can get a little bit bulky on your back. These are still staying nice and small and slim. You've also got a section at the top there where you can hold just your butties, a drink,
Everybody loves the
yeah,
bag that'll hold
sandwiches. And what you find with a lot of rucksacks as well is that they're able to carry things like your laptop storage and stuff like that, which is available on the front.
You can put it on a table and access your gear, so you can kind of see what's going on rather than it being.
Once again, nice and easy to get into. But it's mainly, it's a red. They do it in very different colors, but the red is very, very popular. Would say a little bit Marmite. If you love red, then you're going to love this bag. If you don't like red so much, it's probably not the bag for you.
Cool, that's good. At least we got some more color into the situation.
Yeah, certainly. Do you want to bring up the Timber just because it had that back access?
Oh yeah.
So this is what you're mentioning about before,
the security side of
with you
things.
can have all your camera gear that's available at the back. So for traveling and things like this.
Yep.
But once again, it's got that very urban look.
Yep.
It doesn't look like it still
looks like a smart business bag, doesn't
yeah, it certainly does. If we ever wore suits, this would yeah, this would suit us quite nicely.
Whoa.
See, I'm getting better.
What that buttons?
Yeah.
But this is cool. I like the fact that when it opens, it's got like the material to stop it flopping all the way open. But yeah, so much space for tablet and computer and stuff. I think this is probably one of the closest ones to being like an everyday bag with your gear, and there being like dedicated space both ways. And
it works quite well. Once again, it's part of the Skyline range that we saw before from Timber. So if you're wanting sort of bags to match, then you can have a rucksack that matches maybe some of your smaller sort of messenger bags as well. So this is once again another bag that doesn't look too much like a camera bag.
I say it doesn't look like a camera bag at all.
And because once again it can be not used as a camera bag. So this is one of the bags that you get a built-in insert with it as well. So we did a little bit about inserts on our accessory show. So if you want to know a little bit more about
a bit about it on our like outdoorsy bag.
Because we like inserts.
We do.
They work very, very well.
Makes things more flexible.
Yeah. So essentially, this is a Vanguard bag, and what you have is you have a normal rucksack that comes with a camera insert. So the nice thing I like about using a camera insert is that we could put sort of our everyday stuff in before we put the camera insert in, or after. The choice is actually there for us. And you've got a drawstring, thank you, Joel, on the top there to make your bag secure, and then a flap that you can bring around and fasten with a harness as well.
You got like a zip on the side.
Yeah, you've got the zip system on the side there, which once again can access the bag there as well. So you could have this potentially on the side if you wanted to as well. So you don't need to access the top of the bag. Once again, it's coming to that sort of where people might think you need to get into your bag from there, where it's from there. So once again, just adding that option of flexibility, but also a bit of security as well. And back over to Joel because it's another peak bag. So you have this bag, don't you?
Yes. So, well, this is the V2. So I've got the V1.
Need to get updated one.
I don't, because
You can't say you like the V1 more than the V2.
okay, I won't then. No, they're quite similar, but there's a few features I just prefer on the V1.
I can't get us back in.
But this one is probably one of the most intriguing in terms of innovation.
Yeah.
So it's got the what do they call it? It's like the ladder lock MagSafe thing, like Maglock, isn't it? So
Okay.
you can keep it nice and tight like that. But if you've got like a coat or something in the top where you need the extra space, it will lock at the top like that. So when there's more pressure on it, like it holds still, which is really useful. And it's just clips into place, which is nice. And then you just lift it and it's job done. But one of probably the best features about this bag is the fact that it zips open, massively so. It's got some space for accessories there, but it does it on the other side as well.
Okay.
So you can access your gear from both sides. So depending on if you're left or right-handed, you can actually sort the bag out. So that when you're wearing it, like so, you can then just
Braver than me
choose-
putting on a bag without getting wrapped up in
I
all
know,
that.
yeah. And just pull this and rotate it around, and then you've got access to your bag, like camera gear. So you can grab your camera out, or I need that lens, or whatever, flash gun. It's got the same origami style where you can flick it out of the way, so you can actually have a long lens all the way up, or you can choose, if you're mirrorless, to have like a few smaller lenses on the shelves, which is very useful. And they all rip out because they're just Velcro based, so that's really handy. Now, going back to Coed ZZ or Coed ZZ on YouTube, you can actually see, maybe hopefully, there's like a piece of fabric on the zipper that's made out of quite difficult material to cut. And you just thread it through the loop near the zip, all the way through like this. And then you can just fasten it again. So now, which is what was useful in Barcelona, was trying to pull on that. It means that you can't get through. And it's accessible both directions, and it actually has another one on the bottom.
Yeah.
So it can't be accessed at either direction, which I think is fantastic. And it made me feel a lot happier when I was being a tourist in Barcelona. And then you've got laptop, tablet, and then it's got like this, what do they call it? Hammock, I think they call it, like accessories hammock. So you can put like your wallet or like pens. Or
So things don't fall to the bottom of your bag, basically.
And it's useful. Now, it's got a secret pocket, which will no longer be secret once I show you. But there's
Don't
like a
tell
little
anyone.
bag here that's quite useful for putting like little bits of cash in, or USBs or whatever. And then also it's got grab handles on both sides, which.
So if you're carrying it sort of in and out of a car, it makes it very
just like I
easier
get out of
from
the car
there
like that.
or on the side.
And then you can store, which we've not mentioned on many of the other bags because they don't seem to have the feature as much. But you can put your tripod in there, water bottle. I put my water bottle in there all the time. And they've got loops that are hidden. It's quite good about this bag because a lot of the useful features are hidden.
Yeah.
So it feels a bit less fussy.
Yeah.
I guess like the mountaineering or the outdoors bags can feel quite fussy because of like straps and cables and all sorts of.
Yeah, it's more so going back to, you know, when we talked about the mountaineering stuff, it's definitely more designed about comfort for traveling for an extremely long period of time. Now these are comfy, but they have been more designed to access your gear a lot quicker. They're made for traveling within cities. So with the security thing, one lovely feature that I saw a customer use it for is because of the two-sided access. They were using an Olympus mirrorless system, which are lovely, small, neat lenses. They actually had the lenses on one side and then the camera gear on the other. And then you could access it from, you can access your lenses by dropping one shoulder and then access your cameras by dropping the other. So you can split the bag in half, which comes back to that sort of using the think tank mirrorless, you know, being very, very shallow, so you can see your own gear. So there's multiple options with this particular bag that make it a really great all-rounder. You've just got to put your hand in your pocket a little bit with this one.
And this one's good. It's got the rotating shoulder hinges, which I mentioned earlier, which just make it really, really comfortable. Also, it'll go over like your suitcase, you know, when you go traveling abroad again. Soon, hopefully, maybe we'll see. But yeah, and also the material is also weather resistant, waterproof. So no, really like the Peak stuff, but there are other bags available, and Low Pro, Timber all make great bags, as do Vanguard.
Yep.
And we've got, well, look at our bag room in the shop. It's like floor to ceiling, wall to wall, just bags. So we've got a very big range of bags. So definitely have a look if you're not sure. Because Think Tank do rucksacks as well, don't they?
They do indeed.
Which are not like their outdoorsy kind, they're like their street kind of urban.
Yeah, and once again, it's not just these bags that we actually stock. We've tried to pick some of the ones that we think are a little bit better for smaller equipment, and then also traveling around in cities. But as we saw from the other episodes that we've done in the past, we've got some other wonderful brands. So things like Shimoda, Mindshift, which the Wandered.
Like outdoorsy.
So definitely more sort of outdoorsy. So we do a wide selection of different bags. So hopefully we'll be able to find you something that fits your gear very, very well. So, and obviously we this stuff is on display in our shop. Unfortunately, you
can't come in for the next.
You can't come in for the 2 weeks, but you can always, give us a call. We can set up a video call if you wanted us to. It'd be a very similar setup to this.
You might get one of us.
So if you ever wanted to know about bags, you can jump on your preferred streaming platform.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Yeah, so I think it doesn't really matter what it uses. So whatever you're comfortable with, you can jump on there. We can jump on with you, and we can talk you through some of the bags specifically for your camera gear. So that's always an option for you. We don't mind whatsoever. Do you want to jump to some of the comments?
So we've spoken about the security side of things. Tracy said very nice. I think Tracy was referring to the retrospective. That's the bag I think that would be good for you on the ear. And hello to Nick Khan. And Anne James says, love my Pete Stein bag. Yes.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. Everybody that I've ever sold a Pete bag to is just always happy with it after. So, yeah, I think they're just great bags.
Yeah.
I won't tell you how many I've got.
Okay.
Quite a few,
There'll be quite a few. Normally, when people say that, they've normally got quite a few bags there. So that's brilliant. So I think that's all the comments. No,
I was trying to work out what Co-Ed was saying, and he was saying that they were saying that the ZZ is fall asleep waiting for the sunset.
Ah, nice.
So, yeah,
okay.
Makes sense now.
Yeah, lovely.
Now, there was a few bits released this week.
You'll have to do this bit. I'm ready.
But the Pro 200 by Canon, the printer, was released, and we had the Pro 300 released recently. So we'll be getting those in stock when they are available, because we're loving printing more than normal.
So we had some training, didn't we?
We did,
which was very insightful.
Yes, and the software.
Yeah. You know what I didn't realize was that Chroma Optimizer.
Ooh, very clever.
Yeah, and I knew that. So I briefly understood what it meant. So it's, without getting too technical, it just stops that sort of the bronzing happening on your blacks and things like that.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize is that it was like an ink that goes into your machine. So it's like a clear coat that goes over the top of your prints, which I think is...
It helps massively on your black and whites, especially, or large amounts of color, because it evens out any issues with the way the ink has been laid down. Again, as bad as you.
Yeah, and that's available on things like the Pro 300 as well.
Yeah,
so sensibly priced, but you can get some, and it's
the print quality
you could easily call it exhibition quality. Yeah, there wouldn't be a shadow
especially
of a doubt.
With their new crystal
color fidelity.
Yes.
Yeah, that
remember.
one. Yeah,
the training was really good.
Yeah,
I just can't remember it all.
Sorry, John and Mark, if you're watching. We did a quiz and everything. And he nearly got first.
I did. I was trying to think what else.
So yeah, the printers.
Yeah. What else got released? I'm trying to remember. There was something else. It's completely gone out of my head.
There we go. Well, it could always be saved for next week.
It could be. Yeah.
There we go. That's brilliant. Well,
thanks for the comments.
It's always lovely seeing your comments live. Keep them coming in. It's
and
always
let us
nice.
know what you want us to talk about, because this very episode was based on several comments we'd heard both
Yes.
on the channel
And off. Yeah.
and in the shop.
Yeah.
And just talking about the different bags available, because people walk into our shop and go, there's a lot of bags to choose from.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is. Yeah. And you know,
Also, in answer to the question, is there a perfect bag? No.
no, I think you
So
do.
you have to have loads of different bags.
I think you need at least 2, at least.
Somebody's going to tell you you're wrong, and you need at least 5.
Right. Well, depending on your
Presumably
gear.
me.
But I think if you're in a kit that has more than one lens, so 2 plus,
Yeah.
you know, you're going to need that bag that is, I'm just going out for a quick walk,
Yeah.
and then you're needing that bag that's going to hold all your gear, basically.
Yeah, like
So-
I use this like a 1 lens, 1 camera bag just for being with the kids.
Yeah.
Because it's easier just to carry 1 bag. And then if I'm going out, I'll take my rucksack with a few more bits inside. So what's he said? Sing, not sign. Eh? Oh, I see. Yes. So it's Sarah's birthday, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I haven't said happy birthday. Well, if Sarah, if you're watching,
says, are you going to sign happy birthday? I can't sign because I don't know British sign language, but David Yeomans has said,
sing.
sing.
I think we'll wish Sarah a very happy birthday.
Yeah, I'm
Because-
not very melodic. I think it's going to start raining if I start singing.
Yeah,
I've
and the
never heard
same
you
here.
sing that I can think of.
No, I think your bad singing with mine mixed in.
Yeah, and
It's-
I've got
it's-
no rhythm either.
No. So we'll just say, I hope you're enjoying the squirm as well, which is always good. But no,
we won't
we
tell you how old she is.
we do wish Sarah a very happy birthday.
We do.
Yes,
We bought flowers and chocolates, biscuits, and cool things.
awesome. That's what we love.
No, like massive happy birthday to Sarah.
Yeah.
So
Indeed.
she's a great person.
Yeah, wonderful to work for.
She is.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Any final thoughts for this weekend, Joel? Before I go home and finish the rest of my holiday.
No, just a massive happy birthday to Sarah. I hope all of you, especially in Wales, stay safe given the restrictions that are about to come down upon us. But
Yeah.
it's fine. 2 weeks goes by very, very quickly.
Yeah, and we're here for you. You know, pick up the phone if you need to chat.
Yeah, definitely.
It's fine.
Even if you don't want to buy anything, we'll still talk to you.
Yeah, and we do that already, don't we?
Yeah. We've
So
done it
it's
for
not
lots
like-
of people.
It's not like it's within this 2 weeks. You know, we're here to. I mean, we've always said we strive for the passion of photography, and the way that we can help out is the best. And if sales come from it, so be it.
Yeah.
If not, it doesn't matter. The main goal here for us at Cambrian is to make sure that you're taking wonderful photographs.
Yes.
So thank you very much for joining on this journey. Thank you everyone for commenting. It's always
Someone
nice.
Said, no table.
Notate, it's here.
We just lifted up.
Yeah, but we're trying something new, Gareth. We're standing.
But there is
So-
definitely a table.
We tried dancing before, so you'll have to go back
What,
and
on the
rewatch
table?
that.
I didn't remember.
I'm just trying to get
Dance on
clicks.
the table. What our next video title will be: Paul dancing upon a table.
Oh, stop it, because you know things trend on this
Hashtag-
channel.
Oh, and Shimoda, rule the hills.
Yeah.
They are very good.
Yeah,
like
indeed.
outdoorsy sort of stuff. But I think you might look a bit odd walking around with a massive like
Yeah,
outdoor
it-
bag when you're just
it doesn't
wandering down
fit,
to the
does it?
beach, innit?
No.
So,
That's brilliant. Well, thank you all for your wonderful comments.
Yep.
Like I said, we wish Sarah a lovely happy birthday today. So thank you very much for reminding us to say happy birthday.
we weren't going to do it just so she didn't get embarrassed. But
Yeah, but you forced our hands.
yeah, you
so-
made us do it. You made us do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sarah.
As always, please make sure that you like this video and share.
Come on, Paul. Do it properly.
Likey, sharey.
Subscribe.
The more you like and share our videos, the more it helps us sort of
Reach more people.
reach more
Well, because
people.
it's working.
and-
Like a lot of
and spread the
you
word.
are great because you tell people about
Yeah.
the shop and the great service that we offer, great selection of gear and our passion for photography. So we get people coming in, so they get to experience that. But also we've had a lot of people come in from the videos, like they live just around the corner and
Yeah.
they've never heard about us before. So you are directly helping us, an independent business, especially in these difficult times, to get the word out.
Yeah,
which
that's
is always
brilliant.
very useful.
And make sure that you subscribe to our channel as well on YouTube and Facebook. So,
Click the bell icon.
oh no, we're trying to avoid like cheesy, like we're YouTubers, but I guess we have to do it.
Likey, sherry.
Yeah, because that's us, or it's me just
Yeah, I was
not
gonna say.
mixing our. See, I can't even speak now.
Aye.
Thank you everyone for joining us. It's always lovely to have you here, and everyone have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
Cheers,
Bye bye.
bye.